Hello everybody, welcome to Catherine Sews. Thank you so much for joining me today because I clearly need help. Everything on the rack behind me here is what I want to bring with me on the trip to Montreal and Toronto. And like, that's not normal. That is too much. I have to narrow it down. I want to show you the key pieces that are definitely coming with me, and then what I can maybe add into my suitcase to sort of flesh out a capsule wardrobe. This is beyond capsule though, isn't it? This is like a normal wardrobe. So that's my job today, is to narrow this down into what would be a reasonable amount to bring with me on this trip. So just before we get into it, I want to thank Earth Breeze for sponsoring this video. I recently did a video all about laundry where I showed a lot of different products and a lot of different tips and tricks. And in that video, which was not sponsored, but I said that I think that these eco sheets are by far the most eco-friendly choice of laundry detergent. So that's why I'm really excited that Earth Breeze is sponsoring this video, because I really do think it's such an excellent product. I'm going to talk a little bit later in the video about why I think Earth Breeze is so great for home use and for travel. Alrighty, so this is my capsule and beyond. I think absolutely everything on this rack I've either made or thrifted or upcycled. I don't think there's one single thing on this rack that I just bought new and am wearing as is. I really do build my whole wardrobe on things that I've made and things that I've thrifted. So it's a fun way to dress yourself in a way that you're just not going to see what you're wearing anywhere else in the world. So the things that are definitely coming with me are, first of all, this jacket. I made this little jacket using dead stock fabric from my friends at Upcycled.ca. It's an acrylic knit. I used the pattern from dressmakingamore.com, which is their Diana jacket. And I just love this little jacket. Got it on right now with just jeans and a white t-shirt. I really, really love that look. So this is fantastic for travels, for just going to museums. Like, this is probably like the central outfit to my whole capsule here. So with this jacket, I made the jade pants, also with a pattern from dressmakingamore.com. Those pants are going to be super nice and cozy for a Canadian fall in Ontario and Quebec. These are very, very comfortable. I think they're going to travel really well. And so these two together make a cute little suit, but I can wear both of them separately, and that's really key. To go with that little suit, I made the Dove top, the Dove sweater, also from Dressmaking Amore, and it also has these bell sleeves. In fact, this sleeve is the Dove sleeve that I just switched out for the Diana sleeve so that I could fit that sleeve under this one. These two pieces are great. That'll be great with jeans or with the burgundy pants, like all three pieces together. Looks wonderful. I love that. I could easily wear this around all day and then just before going out for dinner, just change the pants into the dressier red ones. I also made the jade pants in this gray knit that I also got at a dead stock company here in the Vancouver area. This company is called Our Social Fabric. So I'll put a link in the description to both FabCycle and to Our Social Fabric, because they're both fantastic for dead stock fabrics and saving things that were heading to the landfill and instead diverting them to home sewers to get a great deal on fabric. Now, FabCycle ships anywhere, but Our Social Fabric only ships in Canada. But if you are in Canada, they have some beautiful things for great prices. So both of them are definitely worth checking out. The next thing that's definitely coming with me is the dragon bomber jacket. I don't know if I could love anything more than I love this jacket. Like, look at that embroidery on here. It's just such a one-of-a-kind piece. I thrifted it as a crew neck sweatshirt in New York City, but it was too big and just did not look normal on me. And so I cut it down the middle, put the zipper, put the bomber kind of collar, and added in the little welt pockets here. So this jacket is just so good. I love this one so much. So it's definitely coming with me. It's going to be so great for any like evening shows that we're going to, out for dinner. I mean, I can really just throw this on with jeans for going to a museum. Like, I could just wear this one all day, everywhere. So the three pieces that I'm wearing, white t-shirt, jeans, this jacket, and those four pieces, honestly, I could probably do my whole trip just with that. But do I want to do my whole, no, I don't want to do my whole trip just with that. I want a few more pieces. So recently I made this lace top. This had been a dress and I used the skirt part to make the sleeves long. They were originally just to here. I made it into a little peplum with a little opening at the front. It's just one of my new favorites. It's just so pretty. It looks beautiful over black or over burgundy or just over a silken lace camisole. You could either put it with that silken lace camisole or with this floral camisole and black pants. Before the fashion tour starts in Montreal, I'm actually going to Toronto for a few days to see some friends and to go to a friend's surprise birthday party. And so I need something kind of fun and funky to wear to a birthday party. So I was thinking that might do the trick. I think for that, I'll be more comfortable in the black camisole. So this camisole is probably not going to make the final cut. So yay, I've eliminated one thing. 14 to go. This little sleeveless turtleneck I made just from a scrap of fabric when I was kind of doing a mock-up for the Dove sweater. I used these fabrics and there was a sleeve, but I ended up swapping it back out and I just really like this as a sleeveless turtleneck. It just looks a little bit more corporate and I'm not a corporate kind of person. I'll still wear that, but not on this trip. Then I've got a few t-shirts to choose from and I don't know how many t-shirts I actually need. So I've got this one, the Grumpy by Choice. This was my triptych t-shirt where I took 3 t-shirts, cut them up and made 3 t-shirts. And that is kind of fun. And it sort of goes with most pieces in here. I do love this one, but I've got 2 more t-shirts I'll show you which might be better. This Apollo Theater one. So I'm kind of obsessing on this t-shirt lately because I love it over this white top with the mesh sleeves. It's got a V-neck and so the white shows up there nicely. The thing that's making me hesitate though is that the number 125, and I actually did buy this t-shirt at the Apollo Theater in Harlem on their 125th anniversary. So that really makes it special. I love this t-shirt, but it's red, right? The number is red. It doesn't go with my burgundy gray capsule wardrobe. So that's why it's on the fence. This t-shirt is actually the one and only thing on the rack that I did buy new, and I don't think I changed a single thing about it. It was kind of just perfect as it was. So that is the only thing. So if I take that off the rack, then I can say that I'm only packing thrifted and me-made items. So this t-shirt goes back to a video that I made about making necklines smaller. So it's got all those pin tucks, which kind of pull the neck up because it was really, really low. The thing that's really going for it right now is the logo, has the burgundy, and I really like it with this jacket. I think that really rocks. Of the 3 t-shirts, I guess this one is the winner. That means I think that Grumpy is out, Apollo Theater is out. Okay, long sleeve shirts. I recently made this one. It was really a fun video to do, a fun technique I used, and I think it's kind of a cool t-shirt. Now, mind you, there's no burgundy, so it doesn't really fit like the whole capsule wardrobe, but these colors I think kind of harmonize. I'm trying to justify taking this one. It's close, it's close. But the next 2 tops look beautiful with the burgundy pants. This one, remember I made this butterfly top? I think this pattern was from Friday Pattern Company and it is the Adrian blouse. And I love this little butterfly top. It's super pretty on, very easy to wear. The neckline is nice, so it's like it can go out to dinner kind of thing. It's not necessarily restricted to daytime, but you're fine with it for daytime. And with those burgundy pants, it's beautiful. And lightweight, easy to throw in a suitcase, right? Even easier to throw into a suitcase is this sheer floral one. It'll need just a little black camisole underneath it, but again, it's beautiful with the burgundy pants. And again, it's like nothing. It's so easy to squish into a corner of a suitcase. Now, my hesitation is that these 2 serve the same purpose. Do you know what I mean? You don't really need to pack 2 things that do the exact same job. So I'm trying to limit myself to just one, but I'm having a difficult time at this point. Now, going into nighttime, I got this top at a consignment store in Duncan, BC, and it's just so pretty. I just love it. And oh, that might be good for that birthday party too. So this top, no, I didn't really love it as much as I thought I did, and it doesn't really fill any needs that aren't already being met. Moving into sweaters. This little short sleeve cashmere sweater, lovely, easy to wear, so soft, and it's again light, easy to chuck in. So because I'm I'm going to be gone for almost 3 weeks, I want some things that I can easily just hand wash, hang to dry. So one thing I'm definitely tucking into my suitcase that's going to take up almost no room are just a few sheets of the Earth Breeze Eco Sheets. Let me show you how quickly it dissolves in water. So for hand washing in a hotel room sink, I'm just going to take a little piece of my Earth Breeze and then just look at how quickly it dissolves in water. There you go. So just like that, it's dissolved and it smells really nice. So when I did that laundry video and I looked into some of the different options that are on the market, I found that so many products had such harsh chemicals that Earth Breeze just does not contain, like optical brighteners, parabens, dyes, phosphates, and preservatives. Earth Breeze has none of those. And this is the container that it comes in. There's none of the single-use heavy plastic jugs and containers that liquid or pods come in. They're super lightweight, really convenient. They contain none of the harsh chemicals that a traditional detergent would have that can really irritate your skin and cause allergic reactions. And some of those chemicals in a traditional detergent don't even make your clothes more clean. They just trick your eye into thinking that they are more clean. Like that's what an optical brightener does. Those optical brighteners stick to the fabric like glue and can really be irritating. After your clothes come out of the washing machine, those optical brighteners are still stuck to your clothes and can be seen under a black light. So I'm definitely switching over to Earth Breeze Laundry Detergent Eco Sheets. It was a super easy switch for me. My clothes are still coming out really nice and clean and soft and smelling nice. And if you try it and if you're not 100% satisfied, they have a really great money back guarantee. And right now you can try Earth Breeze for 40% off. Plus you get 4 free gifts if you go to earthbreeze.com/CatherineSews. Okay, so let's get back to deciding what am I going to put in my suitcase. 2 black sweaters. Nobody needs to bring 2 black sweaters on a trip. This one is one of my favorite, just big sloppy sweater to throw over top of anything. I love stomping around in this. It's cotton, so it's like it breathes. It's nice. It's a favorite. But then I recently thrifted this one. It's Michael Kors. It's a little bit more polished. It's a little bit more grown up than this one. And between the 2 black sweaters, I'm going with my sloppy old one. The Michael Kors one just didn't feel as much like me. So then a cardigan and a blazer. And again, I probably just need one of them. This little cardigan is so soft. It's so lovely. I got this at FabCycle. Apart from having all of their dead stock fabrics, they also had a bin of samples, and this had like part of the button placket had never been sewn on properly or at all. So I just had to hand sew that, and it was actually free. So that's kind of cool. And I love the feel of it. And I know it's going to look good with a lot of these pieces. But then I thrifted this jacket and just like, how cool is that, right? I just love it. I think it's just so neat. And I'll feel good going around to fashion exhibits and things like that, wearing a jacket like this, because I just think it's kind of cool, a little bit edgy. It almost looks like spray paint, and I love that one. I think that's super cool. I'm not doing a very good job eliminating anything. I've eliminated like 2 t-shirts so far. This skirt, can't I bring this with me, please? It's just so fun to wear this. I just can picture myself stomping around Montreal in that skirt. 2 strikes against it though. First of all, look at the size of it. Like that'll take up half my suitcase. And second, it doesn't really go with everything, but it goes with maybe enough, right? Like super cute. I love that. But I think that this one is probably an automatic no because it's heavy. It's actually already falling off the hanger. It is heavy, like it'll double the weight of my suitcase. So that one probably can't come with me. The only other skirt option I have is this one, which love, love, love. Trying to pretend that that bright red line is actually burgundy so that I could wear it with this jacket. Like it's close, you know, but it's red, it's not burgundy. Like I can't really fool anybody, but I'm gonna try it on with it and just see if it works or doesn't work. And no, I could not convince myself that the red in the skirt matches the burgundy jacket. And I just actually don't really feel the need for a skirt on this trip. So both skirts are a no. I recently thrifted these black velvet jeans. These are awesome. They obviously go with everything. So they are definitely coming with me. They fit well. They are what I'm going to mostly wear with my beloved Dragon Bomber jacket. So these are a definite. And I think another definite are the gray jeans that I made about 3 years ago, just because they fit well, they're comfortable. That would give me two jeans, like the blue jeans and the gray. And well, I guess that's three if I include the velvet ones. If I have room in my suitcase, I'll throw them in. Then though, we get into outerwear because it's fall in Canada, right? Middle to end of October, and it's just so unpredictable. I don't know what the weather is going to be like. So, do I bring my shacket, which is cozy and comfy, looks fine, plunked over everything, but again, it's bulky, and I have some other options. So, I think not to the shacket. Recently, I took a big long coat, chopped off the bottom, made a hood, and this is the end result. And so this coat is lightweight enough. Nice to have the hood though. So this will be kind of a good everyday coat. But then if I want another layer underneath it, I have two options. I've got this vest that I thrifted and it's long. And when I was putting this coat together, I didn't really think about this vest, but you know what? It worked out just perfectly. Like that coat just covers the length of this vest and like it's just perfect. This little piece, oh, okay, this one I did buy new. Okay, yeah, all right. So that little white one, I bought it one day when my husband and I went out for the day and then decided to walk the dog down by the water and it was freezing. And so we just ran into a store where I could buy this little coat. It's been really, really handy. I have actually got quite a bit of wear out of it and it layers with this one and they both can layer under this one, all three of them together. So even if we end up like in a blizzard in Montreal, I think I'd be okay. And you know, these downy things, like they squish to nothing. And I think it's easy to justify bringing three pieces of outerwear, especially since I can wear them all separate, all together, wear two, like, you know, it's pretty flexible. Footwear. So again, I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I've got these beautiful tall gray woolly boots. I got these when I worked with Vivaya last year. All the Vivaya shoes that I got are so comfortable. Like they're amazing. I just don't need a tall boot if I'm not wearing a skirt, but they travel well, right? They all fold up. So, but no, I guess I'm eliminating those. These Vivaya boots, these are my stomp around boots. I love these, super comfortable, and they just look great with everything. So those will be good. And then in one of my weekly vlogs, I showed these shoes and I was sort of hesitating on the gray plaid. In that vlog, I said I was going to maybe think about painting them. And I actually went out and bought some fabric paint and a brush. And then a couple people commented and they said, no, they're great as they are. It made me take a second look at them. And they actually do work with practically everything on the rack. And they are kind of fun. And again, so comfortable. So I guess just two pairs of shoes. So that's good. You know what I might do is just tuck an Earth Breeze into my shoes when I pack them. That's a good idea, right? Give it that nice little smell. Oh, that's definitely better than how my shoes normally smell. For handbags, when I travel, I like to keep handbags simple. So I'm just bringing one big tote bag that I can just have all day with everything I need for the day, like water bottle, a snack, the itinerary, shopping bags, all of that. Everything is in there. And then when I go out in the evening, though, I like to just switch to something small because in the evening, I don't need all that stuff. So just this little small purse, which I thrifted for $5 on Vancouver Island. I love this little thing. Isn't that cute? It's got all the little card slots and everything and place for my phone. And when I showed this in a vlog, somebody said, keep it with all the stuff in it and then keep it in your tote bag during the day so you don't have to do the transfer. And I thought, well, that's brilliant. Of course, that's what I should do. So easy peasy. So that's it for handbags. Two handbags, two shoes. That's pretty good. Scarf. I'd like to bring this one because I made it out of an old sweater and it's so adorable. I might make that the hat for the trip. So this is the final cut. I think it's reasonable. I'll be able to do it, no problem. I'll still have room in my suitcase to do my thrifting and fabric shopping and bring home some extras. So thank you so much for helping me to think out loud and to narrow it down to a reasonable amount to bring on my trip to Montreal and Toronto. I'm very excited for this trip and to meet the participants. There's 15 women coming. Only one is Canadian and the other 14 are all our new American friends. So I'm really, really excited and happy to show off two of the great cities in my country. And thank you again to Earth Breeze for sponsoring this video and for you do to get 40% off plus 4 free gifts, go to earthbreeze.com/Catherine Sews, or you can just scan this QR code right here. So that does it for today, but when I get back from the trip, I'll definitely make a video showing you all of the highlights. Until next time on Catherine Sews, you take care.